Have you ever noticed something strange, something almost paradoxical about human attraction? Sometimes the people who are secretly attracted to you, the ones who feel a spark when they see you, the ones whose hearts beat a little faster in your presence, are not the ones who run toward you with open arms, but rather the ones who pull away, avoid you, or act distant, as if they are fighting a battle within themselves that no one else can see. And this can feel confusing, even painful, because we grow up believing that attraction is supposed to draw people closer, not push them farther away. Yet in reality, psychology reveals a very different truth about human behavior and emotions, and once you understand this truth, your perspective on relationships, love, and human nature itself will never be the same again. Attraction is one of the most powerful forces in the world, but it is also one of the most misunderstood, because when someone is drawn to you, they are not only drawn to your smile, your presence, your energy, or the way your soul seems to glow in a room full of strangers. They are also confronted with their own insecurities, their own fears, their own doubts, and these emotions can cause them to act in ways that seem the opposite of what they truly feel. In fact, some of the people who are most attracted to you will avoid eye contact, they will ignore your messages, they will walk away when they want to stay, they will pretend not to notice you even though you are the only one they are noticing, and this strange dance between desire and fear is one of the most fascinating psychological facts about human behavior. Think about it like this: when someone sees you and feels attracted to you, their brain immediately goes into overdrive, releasing chemicals like dopamine, adrenaline, and oxytocin, creating an internal storm of excitement and vulnerability, but not everyone knows how to handle that storm. Some people embrace it, they come closer, they express their feelings, they make it clear that they want you in their life, but others, often those who have been hurt before, those who have faced rejection, those who fear losing control of their emotions, will do the opposite. They will pull back, they will build walls, they will convince themselves that keeping a distance is safer than taking the risk of being hurt again. Psychologists call this the approach-avoidance conflict, a situation where someone desires something deeply but is simultaneously afraid of the consequences of getting too close. And when this conflict involves people, relationships, and love, it creates some of the most puzzling and heartbreaking experiences we can go through. Imagine meeting someone who clearly lights up when you enter the room, whose energy shifts in your presence, but who refuses to step forward and let you in, leaving you wondering whether you are imagining things or whether the attraction is real. And the truth is, it is real, but fear often speaks louder than love. Now here is the part that most people miss. When someone avoids you despite being attracted to you, it says more about them than it does about you. It does not mean you are unworthy of love, it does not mean you are not beautiful, intelligent, or magnetic. It simply means that their internal world, their psychological defenses, and their past experiences are holding them back. And this is why the people who are attracted to you will sometimes try to avoid you, because being near you awakens feelings they cannot easily control, and for some people, control feels safer than vulnerability, distance feels safer than closeness, and ignoring their desire feels safer than risking rejection. But let's go even deeper, because attraction is not just about romance, it happens in friendships, in workplaces, even in family dynamics, and the same rule applies. The ones who admire you the most, the ones who secretly look up to you, may also be the ones who criticize you, distance themselves, or act like they don't care, and this is because admiration can trigger jealousy, attraction can awaken insecurity, and the human mind often struggles to process strong emotions without building protective barriers. This is why, throughout your life, you will encounter people who act cold but secretly care, who walk away but secretly want to stay, who ignore you but think about you constantly, and the only way to make peace with this reality is to understand the psychology behind it. When you stop expecting attraction to always lead to closeness, you free yourself from unnecessary pain. You begin to see that avoidance is not always rejection, sometimes it is fear, sometimes it is self-protection, sometimes it is a person's inability to deal with their own emotions. And here lies one of the greatest lessons in psychology. Human behavior is rarely about you, it is about the inner world of the person you are dealing with, their past, their wounds, their fears, and their desires. So, the next time you feel confused because someone who seems drawn to you is also pulling away, remember this: attraction is not a guarantee of action. Feelings do not always translate into behavior. And sometimes the people who are most attracted to you will try the hardest to hide it. But here's the empowering truth. You do not need to chase after them, you do not need to prove your worth, you do not need to convince them to embrace their feelings, because your value does not decrease just because someone else is too afraid to see it. The right people, the ones who are emotionally ready, the ones who have healed enough to love without fear, will not avoid you, they will not ignore you, they will not run away. They will step forward, they will meet you halfway, they will recognize the light in you and not be afraid to stand in it. And if you are wondering what to do when you find yourself in this situation, the answer is simple but powerful. Keep shining. Do not dim your light just because someone else cannot handle its brightness. Do not shrink yourself just because someone else feels overwhelmed by your presence. People who are truly meant for you will not run away, they will not play games, they will not avoid you, they will stay. In the end, life is not about convincing people to love you, it is about aligning yourself with those who are ready to love you without fear, without hesitation, and without avoidance. And when you understand this, you no longer waste your energy chasing after those who run, because you know that the people who are truly attracted to you, the people who are meant to be in your life, will not just feel the pull, they will act on it. So remember this, the people who are attracted to you will sometimes try to avoid you, but that is not your burden to carry. Your only responsibility is to be authentic, to be real, to be yourself, and to keep shining your light, because the ones who are brave enough, healed enough, and ready enough will never run away from you, they will run towards you.